So I just finished Gundam War in the Pocket, and wow, was that a ride. I feel like I should get this out of the way first. I'm not really a Gundam fan. I mean, I watched it on Toonami, but I barely remember anything about that, or which of the thousands of series it was. So, for all intents and purposes, War in the Pocket is my first venture into Gundam, and it's really not a bad one at that. War in the Pocket is a side story to the main Gundam universe. Released in 1989, this 6-episode OVA series follows Al, an elementary schooler whose angst is 3 times his size and who is destined to appear on the local 9 o'clock news one day.
And they won't torture or kill frogs for fun anymore? And I won't put snakes and lizards in any of the girls' desks.
He idolizes war because it's basically just giant robots punching each other, and he soon meets Bernie, a soldier for the Zeon forces invading Al's supposed neutral colony. The rest of the story follows Al and Bernie as they form a close relationship and attempt to save Al's home from nuclear destruction. The story is pretty simple in the beginning, and it manages to expand itself as the episodes run. It has its pacing issues. The story really doesn't begin to pick up until the 3rd episode. But when it does pick up, the themes and characters shine through and their relationships really do show. Seriously, in about 3 episodes the issues go from trying to fuck the girl across the street and getting revenge for a kick to the balls, to stuff like the loss of innocence. Bernie and Al make a great team. Al really manages to evolve as a character, and by the end of the series you really care about them, as well as the other main character, Chris. I really appreciate the writing in this series. If they wanted to, the writers could have just gotten cheap emotions by just killing the child character and going home. But they didn't. They managed to create an amazing story about war from the sidelines. Moving on, the art and animation is pretty damn good for its time, minus a few exceptions of course, and it serves its purpose in keeping the viewer entertained in the OVA. The action scenes that appear later on in the series are also drawn very well and with a great amount of detail. The English dub ranges from pretty good to serviceable. But fortunately manages to maintain quality and emotion when it's most important. And while the music isn't present often, it really helps to accent moments of joy or happiness within the series. Ultimately, should you watch Gundam: A War in the Pocket? Definitely. Even if you aren't a fan of Gundam, the story is still very enjoyable and manages to hold up even today.